This gaming PC just came in the shop because when you go to turn the system on, despite all the fans and lights firing up, we get absolutely no display out. So what exactly is going on here? Well, anytime that you turn a system on and you get no display on startup, it's a perfect example of a system failing to post, which is basically the power on self-test that your computer runs as a diagnostic when it first turns on, designed to check the health and compatibility of all your components. But if something's wrong with one of them, well, you'll end up in this loop. So anytime I'm dealing with a poster like this, there's one thing I'm always looking for, and that's built-in diagnostic LEDs, which if we happen to just take a look at this one on the motherboard, we'll see that we're stuck on the VGA LED. See, typically these diagnostic LEDs will cycle through during that post process, when each component happens to be tested. But if one fails, that's obviously where it hangs. Just like what's going on here. So do we just have a bad GPU? Well, I don't think so, because there happens to be one more diagnostic LED right here on the GPU itself. See, this little red light right here is a feature that some GPU manufacturers are putting on their cards in order to indicate insufficient power, which in this circumstance looks to just be caused by this connector not being seated all the way in. So I bet if we just turn the system off and give this connector a little push, this way it locks all the way in. The next time we go to start the system up, we no longer have that diagnostic LED on the GPU, and the motherboard one's gone too, and check that out, we got a display out this time. And if you're curious how exactly this connector came loose, well, I have an idea. See, the stock 12+4 pin connectors are really bulky, which means that in smaller cases, they tend to stick out towards the side panel. And if we just put our customers back, we'll see that it's actually putting pressure on those cables. And if you get enough force here pushing down on this cable, it could cause it to pop loose. You then pair that up with the fact that this GPU isn't screwed in properly. Those are not the right screws to be using. You end up with a GPU that's really loose, which when it gets transported, probably disconnects this cable. So let's also fix this, because these clearly are the wrong screws. So with some spares, let's mount this GPU properly so it's nice and secure. Also, anytime you're installing a GPU, make sure you remove the protective film. And with that GPU now secure and the system running perfectly fine, let's get this system back over to our customer.